The city council member representing Southeast Omaha is jailed this afternoon in Saunders County. Vinny Palermo, 2 retired police officers, and another man are charged in an alleged scheme that went on for years, rewarding them with trips and benefits at the expense of others. Federal prosecutors allege the fraud has gone on for years, and Mayor Gene Stothert is calling on Palermo to resign. Good evening. I'm Quinicia Fraser.
And I'm Bill Shammer. 2 indictments unsealed today spell out a scheme that diverted more than $500,000 in donations to the Latino Peace Officers Association and PACE, the charity sports program for kids. A grand jury charges Vinny Palermo with multiple counts of fraud and abusing public trust. He's accused of not reporting trips paid for by LPOA in exchange for voting for funding that supported the organization. Vinny Palermo is charged with failing to disclose conflicts of interest and, in one case, getting a discount on his pool from a contractor working for the city, a contractor he voted to approve.
Rich Gonzalez and Johnny Palermo also are charged. Both are former police officers. Johnny is not related to Vinny Palermo. As president of the LPOA, prosecutors say Johnny defrauded the organization by using its money for private trips and expenses. And he's accused of obtaining a federal COVID relief loan under false pretenses. He and Rich Gonzalez both resigned their positions with the LPOA after the feds searched their homes in December.
Gonzalez faces multiple fraud charges, again, for misuse of funds. He's also accused of hiring fundraiser Jack Olson and striking a deal where they'd share 80% of the money Olson collected for the Latino Peace Officers Association. KETV News Watch 7's Alex McClune is working the story from the newsroom. Alex.
There are 2 indictments, both connected. Page after page spells out how 4 men allegedly used money donated for a children's sports program to travel, socialize at luxury hotels, and in the case of Jack Olson, pay for sex. But first, let's take a look at the case against Vinny Palermo. He allegedly accepted free trips to cities like San Diego, Houston, and Denver, where he would socialize with the other co-defendants in this case. Prosecutors say he called some of the trips conferences and often failed to report them as gifts. In a recorded phone call, Palermo told the FBI he had never received any money from the LPOA. The indictment also alleges Palermo routinely failed to report conflicts of interest on items he voted for as a member of city council, including funds for fireworks permits and the LPOA. The other indictment names 2 retired Omaha police officers and a man who used to raise money for the Omaha Police Officers Association until he was fired over embezzlement and prostitution allegations. Again, Johnny Palermo is not related to Vinny, but one count does charge Vinny with fraud for saying they were cousins. Johnny Palermo is the former president of the LPOA. He's accused of spending the organization's money on trips, but prosecutors also allege at one point he and Rich Gonzalez interfered in a sexual assault case investigating fellow co-defendant Jack Olson. Olson used the false name Cody Jones to raise money for the LPOA. Prosecutors allege Olson and Gonzalez then conspired to keep 80% of the money he raised for themselves, spending it gambling on Keno in addition to travel. That's even though Olson provided flyers and emails saying every penny would go to the kids. Olson allegedly also hired a massage parlor for commercial sex services, suggesting the parlor would get a spot in the LPOA advertising book. Rich Gonzalez hired Olson to raise money for the LPOA. During one text message in the indictment, Johnny Palermo wrote, quote, "Olson was broke, he hangs with Rich, and all they do is spend money between you and me at the bar on Keno." We spoke with Gonzalez's attorney today.
He has dedicated his life to the children of Omaha, to the underserved, to the community at large. Please keep an open mind as we go through the investigation to determine whether these allegations are true or not.
All 4 men face multiple counts and each carries a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison. In Vinny Palermo's case, he's still on federal probation for a tax conviction in 2019, so he could face prison immediately. The city council declined to remove him in 2019, and under the city charter, the council cannot vote him out until he's convicted, but if he misses 3 straight council meetings, he will automatically be removed.